the the work when it comes to being authentic is, I think, is partly to recognize that um, is to align ourselves fully with our soul, to bring more of our soul into everyday life. And that does mean creating time with the soul so that we recognize when the soul is speaking to us. At the same time, I think authenticity is about recognizing that we have this experience of these of the ego, essentially, of our individual self. So the self that's connected to everything and the self that's all on its own. And I believe like being really authentic is about having an equally loving relationship to the ego as to the soul. Now, it's not how we normally do it. How we normally do it is we've got favorites. There are certain voices we listen to and we love those voices, and there's other voices we've got and we don't love those voices. But actually, our work is to find a way to love all the voices. So when that voice, Sandra, for example, says, I hate this, that voice is asking for your love. And in my experience, I do believe it's a little formula I have, but it's that emotional honesty boosts spiritual clarity. I don't think you can silence the ego and hear the soul. I think the only way to ultimately hear the soul is to listen to the ego with equal love and attention. We can't be two different people to the ego and the soul. We have to see if we can cultivate the same relationship to both. It's the same way of saying cultivating the same relationship to fear as to joy, the same relationship to our wounds as to our wisdom. We've got to find that way where we can just, with support often, bring the same amount of love to that overall experience.